Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
If anyone wants to raise your hand and address the topic of the room, title of the room, you're welcome to raise your hand and come up. Go ahead, Kat.
Hello. Okay, so I'm not really looking to. I guess I heard the last person speaking, and I had a few things that I wanted to say on the subject about atheism, not atheism, agnosticism. If you could 100% believe in God, then you would not have free will. And if you could 100% not believe in God, then you also would not have that free will.
All you have to do to have free will is to have the
From what I
capacity to make
understand, you have
choices.
to have sort of like a 98% belief as, let's say, the max.
Where did you even come up with this gobbledygook? No, what you just said is gobbledygook.
Sorry, one more time.
God can make himself known to us at the same time giving us the capacity to reject it. That's called the suppression of the truth of in unrighteousness.
Your voice got very, very quiet. Do you mind talking a little bit closer?
I said God can make us to know that he exists, but that we can choose to reject that. Okay? Now, do you believe in God?
So I personally do believe in God, but I also believe that
Which God?
he puts equal of everything into the world. So which
God? Which God?
So I'm Jewish, so my concept of God comes from Judaism.
Yeah. What is that a picture of on your profile?
Marijuana.
Enemy spotted.
Are you a pothead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So you believe in God. You said you believe in the Jewish God?
Yeah, the God of Abraham.
Okay. Do you believe in one God?
Yeah, exactly. And one God who has control over everything.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. And so you reject the Trinitarian notion of God where there's one God who subsists of three co-equal persons, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, does your God possess all great-making properties which are greater to have than not to have and to have them to their fullest?
I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but I'm going to say yes.
Does the God of the Old Testament
everything.
Claim that he has great-making properties?
Like to create?
Does your God possess the quality of love from eternity?
Yeah, of course.
Or does he have to create? Okay, good. Now, being loving is to be other-oriented. It's to be relational and other-oriented. Whom did God love logically prior to creation? How did your God actualize love logically prior to creation?
I don't know anything that happened prior to creation.
Okay, so you don't know that your God is loving logically prior to creation, that he doesn't possess it as an eternal attribute, do you?
No.
Okay, so your God doesn't have all great-making properties, okay?
I mean, I don't know that, not that it's incorrect. I just simply don't know the answer.
Well, then there's no quality. Then there's no quality then to invoke if God hasn't revealed it. So your God is not ultimate. He doesn't have all great-making properties. Is that a child I hear in the background?
Yes, it is.
You have a little child and you smoke pot?
Yes, I do. And it's medically prescribed.
Get her off the state. Get rid of her. You're a degenerate. You're an irresponsible parent. Get rid of her.
It's medically prescribed.
Right. My foot. Yeah, and you glorify it by having it in your profile picture. Get rid of her. That's disgusting. I've raised a number of children. Okay, parents with little children need to be not only sober-minded at all times when you have children, you have to be consciously aware that they are a danger to themselves even when you are sober-minded. And here she is glorifying pot usage and she has a little child. That is disgusting. When people admit this to me, I no longer want to deal with them. I think that's disgusting. Yeah, the old medical marijuana excuse.
And it's important to be good examples.
Isn't it funny? She says, oh, I need it for medical purposes, and yet she glorifies pot in her avatar picture. You know, being a grown man myself, I know from experience and from other stories that children horrifically injure themselves, get serious injuries, and even die, even when parents are not inebriated, intoxicated, or high, because they're just not being conscientious enough, even when they're sober, let alone if they weren't sober.
Yep. That's pretty sad. No wonder we're in the lost days.
Did you get that, Tom Rabbit?